This is
4,
the best of
3,
enemies.
2, 1. Hey, welcome back to Best of Enemies. It's your host, Corey. It's my boys, Rodney, Vinny. Hello.
Hey.
Hey. We got a block show.
Borden.
Top of the morning.
Yeah, top of the morning. Sober as we could be, possibly. We got a block show, like I said, just filled to the brim with juicy news and insight. And we're gonna lead off with yes. What's that? The NFL, baby, prime time. It's so we got the combine, as you all know, and we have some interesting situations that happen at that. Some, winners, some losers. And we're gonna have the Lions position groups, and we're gonna break down what players we liked in that position group. Anything that you guys want to say before we get started? Like any takeaways that were like really pulled away from the combine for you guys?
Just big man from Georgia running like a tank.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the main headline.
Yeah, really, really fast. But who was it? Even Rock Johnson, man, he even said he said that was just mind blowing that he can run at that speed at that weight.
Right.
Oh yeah,
right,
unicorn.
No,
that's
no
the
doubt.
word everybody's saying, unicorn.
Right, I think, and it will definitely be getting into what him and everything with him. But let's just start with the position that I'm pretty sure they're gonna go in, which is receiver. Like I don't know where in the draft they're gonna go receiver, but they will go receiver at least once in this draft. The guys that really stood out for me were Travion Burks. He ran a 4.5. He actually only ran a 40. He didn't do anything else, which is kind of weird. Drake London, who obviously didn't participate. And then two other guys that I like for late round was Dotson out of Penn State, who also ran a pretty good time of a 4.4, and Bell, who ran a 4.5 out of Purdue. Any guys out of receivers that you guys liked?
I mean, anybody in the top 5, really. Even Jameson Williams, who didn't participate, obviously because he blew out his ACL in the championship game. But I mean, receivers galore, really. I mean, Treylon Burks, a lot of people say that he lost because the 40 that he ran, but really I'm looking at the tape on him. But he's definitely potential at 32 and someone I'd really like.
All right.
Pause.
Right. Yeah, right. I don't think Rod...
sorry guys. Garrett Wilson from Ohio State. I was also going to bring up. What was I going to bring up? What's so funny, guys? I'm sitting here playing with my cat just bit me, motherfuckers. No, I know.
He's in his closet by himself. He still could not focus, people. We have this kid in the Duds corner.
Oh, hey.
Anyways.
Yeah,
he's in the den.
You guys know I'm not an Ohio State fan, but both wide receivers from Ohio State are
right. Olave ran a very good time, 4.39. That's pretty decent 40 time. I mean, yeah, I definitely think that's a good option as well. Like, no doubt. Like, I just don't know who's like, so like, theoretically speaking, I really don't think that they're obviously going to go with the receiver at the top, right? So when I say those names, I'm thinking more who will be left when you're at 32, 34.
Oh, yeah. I think Drake London's gone.
Right, and that's why I had such a longer list. I had probably my longer list with receiver because I know that one could be pretty like decimated as well. But so is like, I mean, we'll talk about it. So is free agency though for that. Like, I mean, so it's like, it's kind of hard to like I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of depth on this draft, so I feel like you could still hit with like Bell. Bell could be the guy. Like it could be Dotson. It could be one of these guys that you're not thinking that's going to be the guy. It doesn't always have to be the Jamar Chase, Jefferson. I feel like that's
Watson, dude.
Thing.
I like Watson a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
He needs to put some weight on, but he could be great. Ran a 4.36. 6'4". Yeah. He's only 208. I like to see him get a little bit heavier, but
right.
Sounds fantastic to me. Also, Sky Moore. He could be a later, probably like I want to say like third, probably.
Right, which is where you could be at. You could do another Amon-Ra St. Brown situation, like I think you just got to help that room from both sides, whether it be a big splash in free agency or just a little splash in free agency, someone
Oh no,
consistent.
they got to get somebody in free agency, bro.
Right.
Whether I'm thinking either. I mean,
America,
honestly,
America, you know what I'm thinking. Godwin didn't get
Yes, he
franchise
did.
tag.
he did.
When?
Yes, he did.
He
Yesterday.
did yesterday, bro.
He was the last one to get tagged,
What time was this at?
like 4 o'clock on the dot.
Dude, I read this at like fucking 4 o'clock. What the fuck, man?
Oh, trust me, we will have led with Godwin.
Well, what's going on with Evans then?
I'm pretty sure Mike Evans is under contract.
Okay. I was just wondering. I thought one of them had to fucking be let go.
Okay.
But also, I've seen. I mean, they got Juju out there, and I know he, hasn't been the best the past couple of years, but
If he can stay off the Tic Tac, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't even know what it's called.
spoken like a true 80-year-old.
I don't even know what it's called anymore.
Thank you, Boomer.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know.
God, just showed your fucking
Stay off the
colors there,
goddamn
Boomer.
Tic Tac.
Stay off the Tic Tac, you hooligans, you bastards.
That's what I'm saying.
So next spot that I think is like the biggest need for the Lions, and I think the best spot for them, and especially in the draft, I don't think free agency bodes as well, is linebacker. My top linebacker is obviously Nakobe Dean, who is falling because he did not do a combine. You also got Quinn A. Walker. I always say his name wrong, fucking Vinny, but he's, dude ran a 4.5, had a 32 vertical, pretty good out of Georgia, and he had a pretty damn good tape in the fucking championship game. And then my last guy, who's also was in that championship game, who actually had a little bit better of a combine, Christian Harris, 4.4 speed at middle linebacker, and he fucking had a 34.5 vertical. Dude can jump out the motherfucking roof. That's the kind of guy that I circle, because I feel like, depending on what happens coming to draft day, he might be more down there at 34 that you could get,
Who, Christian Harris?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'd be ecstatic with him too.
Yeah,
but you really can't lose wide receiver and linebackers, man. Like, it's just stacked. Like, I'm happy with any of the top guys. Whoever falls, But that Quay Walker, man, he kind of blew it out the water.
Well, and I like that he could jump and let someone that's, no offense, better and been a 4-round starter or 4-year starter for Alabama and Christian Harris. I mean, that says it all. His combine score and the things that they were saying about him were outrageous. Just he's off the charts, man, to a degree. I don't know. Anyone that's been for Saban knows how to win. What were you gonna say though, Rod?
Let's go, Saban.
All right.
Yeah, I don't agree with that sentiment.
Oh, get over yourself. Dude, but no, I think that honestly, like, the linebacker is definitely like somewhere you need to hit. I think though this kind of a draft for them, speaking of just in like hindsight, like this could be one of those like Browns kind of draft where you're gonna get 3 guys realistically in the top, maybe not 32, but technically 34 is 32 in my book, because someone could fuck up above you or 2 people could fuck up above you, draft bums, and you got a just steal at 34. So it's like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I think they have like a lot of like opportunity here. The other 2 positions.
I was gonna say one more guy for linebacker, yeah. Leo Chanel, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Beast.
Yeah. No, I mean, dude, I've always liked Wisconsin products. They know how to tackle in any weather. They're definitely going to be consistent. You just don't know how high the floor can be. Is all. Like, is
6'2", 250, ran a 4.5.
Not bad. That's good times.
And he's a thumper.
Yeah. Did he do bench?
I'd have to look up his bench.
Don't do that on your phone because you'll have to do that.
I'm on Bink's phone.
Bink's phone can probably do that too. I don't trust Bink's
No,
phone.
I'm using my phone, but
Oh, you're on
I'm
Bink's phone.
on
Okay.
Bink's phone.
Yeah, I had all the
Jeff Field?
combine pulled up, but I can pull them up again if we have to because they're about. I have everyone else's times and stuff for the next couple of guys, so we won't probably actually have to pull up. Yeah, their times and their bench scores.
I think Willis looked pretty good for quarterback. I didn't think he would actually be that good, but he had really good arm strength and his ball placement.
We don't need a quarterback.
No, but
I said that. I said
right,
that. I know, but I'm
right.
just saying he looked good. Like at the
Rod,
at the
go ahead,
combine.
Continue. And I think
at the combine he looked good. That's all I'm saying.
Right, and I didn't add quarterback on here, but Rod, I mean, did you like anyone else other than Willis, or did you just
No,
not
I was at work and I came out and watched him perform, and I was just like, wow, he can throw really far, and he can, like I said, his ball placement was really good. So I was just I couldn't believe like he can go somewhere and play ball. That's for sure.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Yeah, I just don't. So like the thing is with quarterback, like with me personally, like I'm still 100% on the Reader train. I really like that kid from Cincinnati, and I think you could get him stupid late. Like he could be the Kirk Cousins of this draft. Not that Kirk Cousins is some fucking baller, but Kirk Cousins early on in his career was actually pretty damn fucking good. And I think Ritter has more poise than Kurt, like as a player. So like your risk reward is nothing. Like especially by the third round, I've already gotten 3 game changers by that time. Like, and
I'm all for that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like that sounds, and I feel like that's a really good backup to golf.
No
and I
doubt.
think that's a really good option that you're sitting there looking at. But yeah. So what did you give the guy's time or bench at all or no, Rod or Vinny?
I can't find it.
Okay, no problem, no big deal. All right, so we're gonna move on from that. So like this position in general, like I don't think they're gonna go a ton at is corner because I don't know how much they're gonna like prioritize it over the other positions that could be available for them there. So like I'm thinking like late picks, like maybe that like PJ Williams kid from Cincinnati. He looks like he's going to be a later pick. He didn't run the greatest like 40. It's a 4.5, but he is very like he's 6'1", 201. Like he's a thicker dude. He can handle coverage. And I don't know, you could play him a couple ways, but there's also another guy I like who is out of Wisconsin as well, Cam Taylor-Britt. He ran a 4.38, and he's a thumper. And he could also play safety or corner. So he's kind of versatile. It's like, well, if you're not like going to make it in our corner staff, I bet you could make it in our safety staff, and that could be a cheap option.
Right.
Because if he balls out, that's 4.38. You can cover the field. Like there ain't nowhere. I'm not worried about him not covering the field. So at least he's not going to get burned over top to a degree, in that respect. But there are better safeties to take in that regard that you might be able to take over him, which is what I was going to go into next. But is there anyone else that stood out for you at all, guys?
At corner, I could see Trent McDuffie falling. Definitely him. I think Ahmad Gardner and Derek Stingley, I think they're both gone.
Yeah.
But honestly, for the Lions, I'm not even thinking cornerback at all.
Right. Yeah, I can dig that.
There was a tall guy.
Hopefully Jeff can play ball this year.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, Okuda needs to be able to produce some kind of way. I really hope they throw him back there at safety, but I don't think they have any intention of doing that. But like he just can't. I did 2 years now. I've watched him come out, and like he had Aaron Glenn, right? He had all the tools you need in the off season, and he did not look good when he was out there for that.
Nope.
Like it just did not look good. And then he got hurt, and I was like, that probably
he got hurt in San Fran, didn't he?
Yeah, he got hurt that first week, but he was getting his ass lit up at San Fran. So it was like, like obviously, like I said, like fucking the rookies came in and did better, and especially fucking my boy from Syracuse, In God, I'm saying his name wrong. Damn it. Can't believe I'm saying-
Melifonwu.
Yes, and Melifonwu. Thank you so much. Melifonwu looked dirty, and he looked dirty all the way up till he looked dirty all the way up till he got hurt covering Adams, and he was covering Adams one-on-one. I mean, like, what bigger dap can I give you than Adams fucking you being able to handle Adams for a few series as a rookie? Like, like I don't know what better tape I can give you. Like, it does not get any better than that. That's Aaron Rodgers, Adams, one-on-one, and he deflected 2 passes before he got hurt.
Damn.
Yeah,
he came back and he was solid too to end the year as well.
Yes. And he reminds me of someone he's a little bit better. Guy that's killing us for an instant for some PSU that I fucking have loved this whole time. That's their starting corner, obviously, right now.
Awarie.
Thank you. All of our Nigerians, I love you. One love, Nigerian princes. Like straight up, like these names are hard for me to pronounce, my dyslexic ass, but I do love them, and I love how they play. They play with tenacity out there. That comes from, I think, Aaron Glenn and Campbell too, but they played like that in college, and that's what you got to bring. You can bring that transfers over. So like
another guy I was gonna say for corner, is Marcus Jones out of Houston. And no one's really talked about him. I saw him near the end of the college football season, but for whatever reason, I was watching the Houston game, and he was pushing like the all-time kick return, punt return record for college. I don't know if he ended up breaking it, but I know he was like within one. So
right, and we kind of need to fill
he's
that
more
in.
of a smaller guy. He's 5'8", which I know that's hell undersized, nowadays.
You could maybe be a slot.
But no, we could definitely get him later, I think. I mean, even 3rd round. I mean, fuck it.
Right, that's what I'm thinking too. If you're going to attack them,
for sure.
Yep. So all right. So the next position we'll go into is I'm going to be safety, strong safety, pretty much. But I mean, it doesn't matter. Either safety, it doesn't really matter which side you pick. So I went right past. Like, I don't like Hamilton. I'm going to be real with you. I am not a Hamilton person. I have 2 guys on my list. I know. I have 2 guys on my list, and I'll give you the reasons why. Louis Sane. Can I say it again for you? Louis Sane. This is why. You know what your boy Hamilton ran? A 4.55. You know what my boy Louis Sane ran? A 4.37. Let me finish this argument, though, with that he also jumped a 36.5 vertical. This dude can jump. This dude can run. And this dude can hit. So why would I take a jackass from fucking slow-ass Notre Dame, which I've told you is slow as balls? I've told you how Notre Dame plays. They play like an old man 70s version of the game where you got to play like an old man. You can't go fast, no speed. Like, I don't understand it. It works sometimes, but dude, no. Like, you're in the NFL. Speed kills. And then my other guy, who's also a PSU guy, I love PSU guys. They always usually work well into the NFL, is Berserker, or Jaquim Berserker from
Brisker. I think it's Brisker.
It is Brisker. Yeah, I'm missing that R. My bad. I probably was Brisker. 40 time 4.49. Not horrible. Bench press was 22 though, so he's strong, dude. That's strong for a safety. 22 reps on a bench, and vertical 34.5, not bad. Like that's what I like. I like speed. I like strength. And I like that they can jump. I just didn't like Hamilton's combine, dude. I think it exposed.
Yeah,
him,
that's pretty slow, to be honest.
Compared to the other guys that are
good.
right behind
4.59.
Yes.
I know he's more of an all-around. God. And he's got the size. Right,
but it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just too slow, I think. And you can't, especially Aaron Glenn's defense, in my opinion, too. I feel like they have a lot of guys closer to the line. So you can't be 20 yards back because you're slow. That's how you would fix that. And I don't think you can fix that with our defense in particular. I think you need a guy like Sane that you can literally deploy like a nuclear weapon around the field.
Oh yeah, I mean, even a couple episodes ago, I was singing his praises. So
Yep. No doubt.
I would love to pair him with that dude from Wisconsin I was talking about earlier. Just mean mug teams.
Just show speed. Just be fast, dude. Just be faster. Like to make up for your mistake with your speed. You know, because I feel like that's something that we haven't been able to do. Is like when we make a mistake, it's like, oh, you know, he's gone. Like there ain't nobody that's gonna, you know, we don't have speed to burn for whatever reason. And bringing on those two guys in particular, dude. Oh man, like your defense would be flying, dude. Flying.
And we can't forget about my boy Dax Hill.
No, Dax Hill didn't do horrible. He was pretty consistent. I wouldn't mind Dax Hill.
I thought it was
either.
his best year at Michigan he's had, dude.
Right, but his combine, did he not produce, or I didn't see his scores?
He ran a 4.38, dude.
Did he? Okay, so
yeah,
I mean,
he's
like,
fast, plenty fast.
I told you I wouldn't mind having him, but I feel like I don't know. I guess we'll see. Like, I wouldn't mind having him either. Like, I'll put him there too. Like, I'm not going to be mad at that Hill. Like, that's one of the Wolverines I would do. Him and
I mean, he was the number one safety coming out of high school too when he went to Michigan.
Yeah.
Right. So he has number one potential. Period. Wherever he goes. I could dig that.
For sure. I mean, I've seen him fucking make some play. He knocked out Wisconsin's quarterback this year.
Right. Oh no, dude!
Like basically won us the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the motherfucker can blitz.
How do you feel about Dax Hill, Rodney?
I love him.
Right. Would you be getting a Dax Hill jersey then for Lions?
Yes.
Dude, I think that's the kind of guy. Like, if you guys want to sit here and like ask me like what Wolverine most do you want or would accept, that's the guy I would accept. Yeah. Like, there's no doubt. Like,
so Hutchinson, then Dax.
No, because you already know I'm not. Dude. So let me get into that because we're going to the last position, which is defensive end. And personally, I'm not going to lie to you, boys and girls of all nations. I think the Jordan Davis train is rolling, and not only is it rolling, Vinny. You know, I called it early. It's just like Sue. I'm manifesting it into existence, and it is happening before your eyes.
I'm honestly in fucking shock at how well he fucking did. Because he wasn't even projected there for a minute to be a first-round pick. And now he just done catapulted himself to the fucking top 10.
Top 5. No, top 5. They're talking top 5. They're talking that maybe the Giants might just fuck around and grab him. You know, like, dude, trust me. Like, this guy is generational, and I don't say that lightly. You know, like it's not something you can like just throw out there. Like I feel like he's really, dude. No, truly, like you're.
No, when you're
right.
seeing stats that you've never seen, you know, a 300-pound man do, like it's out of this world, bro. Like I'd be ecstatic if we had him.
I'd draft him.
And I honestly think Jacksonville is gonna fucking bite the bullet. They're gonna draft Hutchinson, and if we can't trade out two, dude, we're taking Davis. Like, there's no doubt. And it's not like this man can't play on the edge.
Go ahead, Red.
That'd be sweet. No, I'm just saying that would be sweet if we got him. I don't see why not. Why we don't. So.
Right, and I think it's like everyone's like, oh, you drafted 2 guys with your second and your third round pick last year. And it's like, dude, I watched the motherfucking Arizona Cardinals draft back-to-back first-round quarterbacks. You can do whatever you want. This is actually real-life Monopoly. Like, you don't have to play by this golden book of rules where, you know what, I can't do that. Like, it's like, dude, when you get gifted, a gift horse, you don't smack him in the mouth. I'm giving you a generational player. I'm giving you a guy that's 340, running a 40 time that's faster than Patrick Mahomes, who benched out of this world, who can jump, who attacks the interior with such force that he will get treated like an Aaron Donald right off the grip.
Yeah.
And he's 23. What do you want?
Yeah,
what do you want?
He's just going to get stronger and faster.
I mean, I'm to the point where I'll kind of be upset if the Lions don't draft anybody out of Georgia with them first 3 picks.
There's so
we need a bulldog. We need a bulldog on the Lions.
Let me get you hard. Let me get you hard, Vinny. Like, let me get your dick just
it's pretty cold out here on the porch.
Erect. But I can do it right now. That's it. It might be that cold on the porch, but I'm going to get you hard right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get you. I'm going to put on some Barry Manilow work, like. All right. Anyway,
Rangers in the night.
So I would be down with this, and I think this could literally happen. At number 2, either A, they somehow do talk to, and I think the Giants are someone that you could talk to because they want a defensive edge rusher, and you could say, hey, why don't you give me? I'll come down to 4. You can take, and this doesn't have to happen. I'm doing this either way at 2 or 4, but you can, and we'll give you an extra pick. It might be an extra third, whatever, but you know what I'm saying? And you take that because then you still take Jordan Davis now at 4. It makes you feel better too, probably. But I'm still taking them at 2. That's who I'm taking at 2. So either way, 2 and 4, I'm taking Jordan Davis. Then with my 32, somehow, some way, because he continues to drop, I take Jacoby Dean because he's still
There's
there
no
on the
way.
board.
No.
Dude, he's still down there. They're saying right now he's a second-day person right now until his pro day. He's a second-day guy. So unless he comes out his pro day and lights up the fucking football field, you can draft him. And then you also have his buddy Walker, who's pretty damn good. So that's 2 Georgia players you could draft.
One of the 15 Walkers coming out of Georgia.
Right. Or at 32, I draft Sane. And then guess what I do at 34, Vinny? Travion Walker.
Oh,
yeah. 3 Georgia players, Vinny.
I want Quay Walker.
I'm giving you the triple. Quay Walker's your linebacker. So you could get him, but that's still a triple. That's a triple. I just got a turkey, baby. I just hit a turkey for a Georgia player. Thank you.
I'd rather have Quay Walker than Jacoby Dean. Said it.
Right? Well, dude, whoever's there, I think either one of them are going to be there. So that makes me even feel better about my 2 guys. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I have both of them on my board. So that means I'm
another guy, defensive tackle, just the name, Perion Winfrey.
I like that Benito kid. He had pretty good stuff out of the edge, and then Karlaftis too. But Karlaftis seems to be running up the board.
Dude, so, I think he's fallen. I don't think anybody's talking about him, dude.
Right? I would love to get Karlaftis at 34 too. Like that would. Dude, he looks like a Not Van den Bosch Bender. God, I can't believe I forgot his name from fucking that we used to have.
Yeah, Van den Bosch.
Oh, was I right? Van den Bosch? Oh, thank you. Van den Bosch, yeah. Mm-hmm. He looks like that kind of player that can just
red contacts.
Yep, red contacts. Oh, we're gonna have to tell him to put them in. We're gonna have to go call the man. We need them. We need them. So, yeah. Now that pretty much sums up our, the NFL Combine, and because obviously, like the Combine was a big deal. To add to that, because the Lions pretty much said at the beginning and near the end of the Combine that they were looking free agency for receiver. And that's how I want to kind of roll into free agency and the tags, because I don't think that's happening anymore. I think you're wrong, Jimmy. I don't think they're going to attack free agency like the top receiver in free agency. I don't think.
No, they can't because the top guys aren't there.
Well, no, the top guys aren't there, but also your top guy's Allen Robinson right now. And I don't want Allen Robinson.
Oh, my God, dude. I would be so pissed if they get Allen Robinson.
Right. How would you feel about Allen Robinson, Rodney?
Rodney.
Oh, Rodney got cut. I'm
back. Anyway, Allen Robinson, that would be great. I don't even know. Is that where?
What?
Is that where you were at?
Yes. So you were saying, how would you feel about having Allen Robinson?
No, I was just gonna say I don't even know where Allen Robinson disappeared last year. It was like he wasn't even around.
He didn't want to be a Bear.
That's just a tragedy because that guy's a great athlete.
Bro, he hasn't had a good couple years now. I feel like
he doesn't have a quarterback. Name a quarterback he's ever hit.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, even in Jacksonville, was he there with fucking Bortles and them?
Yeah.
I mean, he was doing good with Bortles. But
Bortles.
All right, that guy just stats. Hold on.
I ain't fucking with that motherfucker, dude. Do not want Allen Robinson.
We could fuck with Thomas.
That'd be a trade.
Yeah, because he's tagged up.
What intrigued me yesterday when I was listening to the ticket was Valeni was saying how Seattle's just going for broke, and then the middle of the night I'm on ESPN and they're giving away fucking Bobby
Lockett.
Wagner.
Yeah, well,
No,
Lockett's also possibly
or
going.
Lockett. Lockett's probably gone. I mean,
Lockett,
it'd be a shock.
Guess who's talking to Lockett? Denver.
Yeah, I bet.
Wow.
Yeah.
For a trade, for another trade, they ain't got nothing left.
Well, they're talking about how they might have to let Lockett go too.
What, cut him?
Yeah.
For what, dude? Like, what are they doing? Under the cap. Like, who the fuck do they have signed?
Metcalf's still
they still have to pay. Yeah, they still have to pay Russell.
Metcalf's still on his rookie contract, so he's
and they're
got to
still paying Russell this year. They don't take the contract doesn't come off their books yet. Just like how we have to pay for Stafford's last year. It's not they're not done. Like the books this year matter. Like so people I was gonna get to that because probably a lot of you don't know or might not know exactly. But like there's a big deal about cap. You're like, why does cap matter? Because like everyone goes over it or everyone does this or they don't like somehow they find all this money, right? Well, cap only matters at certain dates. And one of the big dates is March 16th. If you are not under the cap by March 16th, you get a stupid penalty and you're like pretty much like serious sanctions come down on you, so you have to be under the cap by March 16th.
I'm sure it's like a luxury tax, right?
Well, it's a severe luxury tax, and I think you can get picks. Like it's a big
penalty. I got
you. Yeah, so it's a no. Like everyone and their grandma, doesn't matter who you are, gets under the cap before March 16th. Because after that, you can do whatever you want. You can go over, you can do extra things, and you can, be over for a certain amount of time and pay that tax into the next year. So that being said, like a lot of teams right now, you're going to see a lot more players getting cut. Like Bobby Wagner is the first of many. You're like, trust me, that is not the last big name you're going to see cut this year. And going back to Rodney's thing about Allen Robinson, so Rodney has a good point. And the fact of like, how productive do you want him to be? He's only had 1 year where he's went into the 10 or plus touchdowns, which was his second year. He's only he's had about 1, 2, 3 seasons where he's went over 70 plus catches, or 4 seasons. Out of his, he's been in the league 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I mean, that's not atrocious. But listen to this: when he got to the Chicago Bears, his first season wasn't atrocious, and he only got 13 games, but he had 55 for 700 and about 4 TDs. Not bad. He improved the next year, played all year, 98 catches, 1,000 plus yards, 7 TDs. He followed that up with another 100 plus catch, or a little just over 100 plus catch year, 2,500 yards, 6 touchdowns. That was 2020. His next year, obviously, was last year. He didn't want to be there. I mean, I just don't want to pay him. I don't want to pay him, though.
I agree. He's from Detroit.
Bro, how did he play 12 games last year, though? He played 12 games last year and had 38 catches? Like, what?
Dude, he did not want to be there, and that team didn't want to be there. So, Vinny, I guess I'm not sitting here advocating for Rodney's side. I wouldn't pay him. All right, let me put that on the radio here and put that on the pod here. I wouldn't pay him. But personally, he does have value. I just don't know how much he wants. Like if he's asking
6'3", 28 years old, he's still young, man. He's got time in him still. I think he'd be a good wide receiver.
What's the tag gonna be, Rodney? I'm not paying him over $20.
No, fuck no.
That's what he's gonna ask. Mike Williams just got $20 million per year for 3.
Oh my gosh,
that's what I'm saying. And Mike Williams isn't as good as him.
Yeah.
Or they're at least the same person.
Right.
Mike
Williams has a quarterback now. That's a difference.
I would take Allen Robinson over Juju, though, for sure.
Right, if you're going to pay someone $20 million, I'm paying Allen Robinson.
Me too.
That's the thing. But that's where I'm hoping that they pivot. Like Vinny was probably talking about and heard yesterday on the ticket. Mike wants them to pivot. Now, the problem is that the pivoting, he wanted him to go to this guy, Harold Landry, out of Tennessee, but he's already re-signed. so he's not available. But the DN free agency it's actually pretty good. There's a lot of guys in free agency that you could get at the edge rush, or you still could attack it via draft. So like, like receiver, I don't know. Like they re-signed Reynolds. I don't know if you guys know about that. I talked with Vinny about that. So they re-signed Reynolds, the taller guy. That. Which I like. He's good. I think he could be a steal for that. I think he's a guy that could get 70 catches, and you just paid him only fucking like, paid him $4 million or some shit, like $5 million. Like that ain't shit. And then you got obviously Amon-Ra. You have Cephas coming back. Really, you just need someone that can go up and get it still. You need another guy that can go up and get it, or be, like somewhat of another presence out there. I don't know. I feel like that can be found at a different, like maybe a DJ Chark. If he can stay healthy, I don't think he's going to ask for a bunch of money. He can barely, but that's a big risk reward. And if you could get him at a decent price,
6'4", 198 pounds.
Yeah. Like,
I wonder what Gallup's going to get, dude. I wonder if he's going to re-sign with Dallas.
I'd get Gallup I would take Gallup if he's available.
For sure.
That's what I'd go for. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's guys there I think that you can really kind of like.
Really, they just need to get someone. We just need one more person in free agent. I guess it really doesn't matter who we get as long as we get one of our guys in the draft.
And it doesn't hurt you though. That's the thing. I don't want it to hurt us to get that. That's where my like I don't want it to be that kind of a situation where it's like I overdid this for said guy, and now here we are. And obviously a big deal that happened in the NFL, is most of you probably are hearing about because it was just happening as of yesterday. Aaron Rodgers is staying, which that does affect us here as Lions fans to a degree. And there's it's funny because there's a small part there. There's a little silver lining. Like, at least that the Packers they're not just gonna have a seamless transfer to Jordan Love. Like, they're not gonna just go over there and be like, oh yeah, Jordan Love's in. Just like they did with Aaron Rodgers after Favre.
So that was thinking.
Yeah, like there's at least that, but I don't know. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal that he's staying there. Like, I don't think any like it doesn't make me feel like, oh no, like now we still have our chances are like worse than they were before. Like, obviously they were greatly improved. If he's gone, maybe everything changes. But I expected him to stay to a degree because how the body language of the Packers were. And the fact that it looked like they're going to franchise tag Adams. If they're franchising tags Adams, that means they had a feeling he was staying.
I mean, honestly, bro, I think this works out for the Lions because, now they're not getting all these picks and shit, So, yeah, you're going to kick the can down the road even more. Like, he ain't going to be worth a damn in fucking 3 years.
I just don't understand what with all that animosity and all that. There was so much drama before all this, and now we're just fine and peachy. I guess it just took money.
Oh yeah, they folded. Like they realized they done fucked up, and they ain't shit without Aaron Rodgers.
Right, but is that going to be though? Is this actually this is just me being the obviously Lion lover and fucking Green Bay hater that I am, but this could be that domino that puts them back into the black ages, because no offense, I get it. Like, he's the MVP 2 years going. Like, this dude just throws down stats and has the regular season magic. Like, I get that. But it could go tits up. Like, it could go tits up. Like, it may not be right now, but if it goes tits up sooner than later, they're fucked. Like, they're royally fucked. Like, because they're not going to, like you said, they're not going to get anything for him. They're not going to be able to get rid of him. It's going to be like the Matt Ryan issue with Atlanta. And if that happens, we're in business. I mean, we're back, just sipping on champagne on Easy Street, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Right. And Valenti was talking about, don't start the clock on a quarterback this year. I mean, if we do see a guy that we fucking truly think that can be, franchise changing, and I don't think it's in this draft, but definitely next year we need to get that guy. I don't give a fuck what they're doing in Green Bay.
Well, right, and that's where I go back to where I would be drafting Ritter if I got that move back situation or one of my compensatory picks and he's still sitting there late in the third round. and you get him, you're not really burning a gear on that kind of guy, and you're not burning much on it. You already got a bunch of capital before him. So it's like, like I guess I agree with him though. You shouldn't be starting a clock on a real first round quarterback because there is none. So why would you dare do it?
What would you say is the third best quarterback in this draft?
What?
Like you think Malik's gonna get drafted first round, and then dude out of Pitt's gonna get drafted.
Yep.
Would you say Ritter's the third?
No, I would say Sam Howell's probably gonna be the third.
Sam Howell.
Yeah, because he's already been out there enough, Okay.
So and then Corral over Ritter too.
Maybe. I don't think quarterbacks are going to go off the board that hard.
I mean, I'm thinking, all right, Washington needs a quarterback, right? Saints need a quarterback. Carolina needs a quarterback. That's three right Winston? There I can think.
What about Winston?
He's a free agent, and I mean, they could re-sign him.
Washington's quarterback didn't play too bad.
No, but they definitely want to upgrade. Yeah.
I don't think Pittsburgh's going to do a quarterback like that.
Oh, yeah, Pittsburgh's another one, so that's 4.
I think they're going to stay in-house.
Anyone goes to Washington's fucked because it's
I don't think. Yeah, I think like Mariota might go there. Like you got to remember, there's still quarterbacks that are moving around. Trubisky, Mariota, Winston. Like these guys will find a home, and those teams will not draft a quarterback. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like I do think like when it's all done in the roulette of chairs and everyone's standing and everyone has to sit down, there's going to be quarterbacks that are not drafted in the first round. Like, yeah, right. But that's where I go with that. Like I think that's the big deal. And I think that definitely is going to happen. Like I think Seattle might be looking at a quarterback, but I don't think they're going to do it this year either.
No.
Like I think everyone and their grandma is going to stay off quarterbacks unless you like know that you like I don't know. Like I think it's going to be interesting the moments before the draft, what is going on, because like the draft's in April, obviously. Like we got a lot of time still.
If all these guys aren't signed, I'm telling you, the quarterbacks are flying off the board.
100%. But I doubt this, Vinny. I just do. I think people would rather have Marcus Mariota over anyone in this draft class.
And that doesn't bode for us either at 32 if these quarterbacks aren't flying off the board.
Right. No,
because then we're looking in the mirror like, oh, Malik Willis is at 32. No one drafted him. Uh-oh.
No. Like, I don't think that's going to happen. There's going to be 2 quarterbacks that go off the board before we get to 32. I'll put my last bottom dollar on that.
Yeah. He's getting drafted the first time.
Yeah.
First time.
I don't know. Maybe, yeah. I think someone might move. I think he's right. I think someone might move up and make a bold move like Richard Trubisky, which fucks them, and get him. And then you're also going to see 2 other quarterbacks go because they did that. And then, does Ritter fall in that category? Does he go in that third, or does
Why
he
do
fall
people
back?
believe in Mitch Trubisky? I don't get it. What is there to believe in?
Oh, I don't. Yeah,
he can beat the Lions, but aside from that,
I have no idea why he's the unicorn right now. He's the unicorn of the fucking free agency for quarterback. That's just sad.
Yeah,
and Teddy's still out there too.
Crazy.
I wouldn't. Teddy could be my backup. I'll have him as my backup.
Me too.
Yeah,
I like that.
Teddy. I love Teddy, but Teddy has shown he just does not have whatever. He's the Jacoby Brissett of the other, the opposite side of the world. Like, I love them, great players, but they just do not have it to be the guys to take you there. So also, I guess let's touch on the other big transaction that happened. Obviously, Russell Wilson to Denver. I mean, like, you gotta love their fucking tenacity. Like, they just know how to pounce, and they have the ability to pounce on quarterbacks at the right moment for some reason. Like look at the situation that happened with when they got Manning. Manning was being questioned in Indy. Like their god was being questioned. So Denver snuck in like a little fucking side chick and was like, "Hey, baby, you want to snap in my pussy?" like
a
Denver,
whore.
Yeah, like
there are a bunch of whores in Denver.
No, they're escorts. They're professional escorts, And
No,
they
the
are
pimps.
good. They are good. Yeah, they are fucking good because they once again fleeced fucking goddamn Seattle, who's going to use those 2 first rounds to get a safety, which is going around on and about. I just wanted to throw that in there. It's just a nice little dip that everyone's saying. But like I do like what Seattle got back. I mean, 2 firsts, 2 seconds, a 5th, which they switched for their 4th because they gave up they gave a 4th. Denver did, or whatever. And then I like Fant. I like Shelby Harris. Don't give a damn about Drew Lock. Like, may as well have been a dead body.
They should just cut him right off the jump.
That'd be hilarious. That would be kind of funny, honest to God. But yeah. So I mean, like, yeah, Rodney, what did you feel like when you saw that trade? You saw everything happen.
I felt that Sierra didn't win this because I didn't think she was going to Denver.
Mm-hmm.
You think about Sierra?
Sierra.
Sierra.
Oh yeah,
no joke.
You think about them goodies.
I didn't think that she would want to go to Denver for real. Like I thought they would make a better decision to go somewhere else.
Fucking Denver is fucking hoity-toity, bro.
I guess
some high class.
I think Denver also just had a package that they couldn't refuse. Like I don't think anyone else is bringing that kind of package to Seattle's door. So like I don't think he had much of like I don't think she was as much like she was involved, but she just her say was not going to win in this one.
Well, I was wrong. I thought Rodgers was going there. So
I mean, better Denver than fucking Seattle. Like shit.
Right, but Rodney, to our point though, like at least someone did go to Seattle. I mean Denver. Like someone was going there. Like you got to give Denver that. Denver was getting one of these premier quarterbacks one way or another.
Yeah, as soon as Rodgers said something, it was like Seattle, or it was like Wilson was there immediately.
Right. Yeah, like they definitely, and that's what I'm talking about. Like you can see, like how some of these teams, when they're ran kind of well to a degree, they have this ability to pivot in an instant, and like be like, here's the 3 plans. We're going to go with this plan, but we have these other 2, and we're going to throw them in the second that plan goes down. Whereas I feel like most of these other teams are just like flying by the seat of their fucking pants.
Right.
Well, it's kind of crazy because Denver, man, they've obviously drafted phenomenal other than the quarterback position.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's been their curse.
And the same could be said for the Rams.
Yep.
So they're kind of on that hype train too. And this might be the new NFL.
Right. I don't know. I like it because it's my kind of NFL. It's like, obviously, it's like more of a Madden kind of NFL where you used to be like, hey, I'm going to take my 2 first-round picks this year. I'm going to give them to you for this guy. And you're like, no one would ever do that. Wait a minute.
Right? Because I'm only going to play one fucking season of Dynasty anyway.
Exactly. And it's literally that same fucking – isn't that kind of crazy, Rodney? Think about that a video game mindset is actually what's being employed here. It truly is. It is. That's what you used to. Vinny knows, and I'm sure you did when you played. When you played, you would take all your picks and you would get rid of these other players. Like you'd be like, I'm getting rid of Matt Stafford with the first round. What can I get? And people would
Michael Vick.
Yeah, and you're like, boom, baby, and it's like, but that actually could happen. I think, just no offense, I think these guys, 1, didn't have the balls, and 2, don't evolve. Like these guys are dinosaurs. Some of them just dinosaurs in the way they think and the way they do business. It's just they don't operate with any fluency at all. But all right. Go ahead.
I have a quick question. Who's Washington's GM? Is our old GM Washington's GM?
I'm pretty sure he is.
Mayhew, Martin Mayhew.
Mayhew.
He'd still be in Detroit if he didn't draft Eric Ebron. I don't care what anybody says. If he would have drafted Donald, he'd still be here.
Mm-hmm.
Mary Brea. Mary Brea is the chief executive of the. No, hold on. That's not her. That's of GM. I don't need GM dummies. Oh, that's why.
Yeah, it's Mayhew.
It is Mayhew. Yep, Martin Mayhew. Oh my God. Fucking, how could you hire that guy after what he did with fucking not drafting Donald and not getting Sue that year?
I mean,
It is one of the
I like
greatest
Martin
people.
Mayhew, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck you, and fuck what you're fucking standing for right now.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, no. Fuck that bullshit, dude. Like, honestly, like that's so disrespectful. How dare you tell me when you knew he's the GM of the Lions. You're telling me he had. That's what I'm talking about. Not knowing he did not have plans in place for his Sue left. He did not. He did not. How can you do that?
I think he took the man's word and he got fucking stabbed in the back.
Take the man's word. This ain't motherfucking Checkers. This is real life.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
That's right. That's motherfucking right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll make the birds fly in this bitch. All right. Like, God damn it. Like, good Lord. Like, it's just unacceptable. Like the fact that you gotta have, like.
Oh my God. Yeah, if I read off that draft his last draft in Detroit, yeah.
Yes, it's disgraceful. He was.
Let me read it off real quick.
Go ahead.
Eric Ebron, Kyle Van Noy, Travis Swanson, Nevin Lawson, Karan Reed, TJ Jones. All shit.
Van Noy did the best, and he didn't even do it for us.
He just got cut by the Patriots too, so we should.
I know, but he is Pro
bring
Bowl
him
years.
home.
His Pro Bowl years. Yeah. Let's bring him home to rust up and die. God damn it, man! Like fucking.
I'm thinking special teams.
Dude, it's fuck that. I don't want him anywhere near my doorstep.
I'm joking.
Like, just if Rodney and me were running a team and we had a player like that, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to somewhere else. I'm not signing with you." And Rodney came in the door and was like, "So what's the plan?" I was like, don't have a plan. We're going to draft Eric Ebron." He'd fucking leave. He'd quit. He'd be like, "I'm quitting. I'm done. You're an idiot."
Well, you know what it was with Mayhew? He took the best available in his eyes. And in a lot of people's eyes. But it was wrong. It was wrong.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Phenomenal athlete.
Whatever. I think he was really wrong, dude. Fucking, but whatever. just like the fact that you're even like this is so disgusting. How much you're like I think you're doing it for podcast bait, and good job because you definitely fired me off. It's like that's just stupid. All right,
that's what I'm here for.
Let's move on from the NFL because I think we pretty much covered what's going on. I mean, we didn't really get into the tags, but the tags are pretty obvious. Mostly receivers, some tight ends here and there, which was kind of crazy.
Resign Tracy Walker.
I definitely think you need to re-sign or franchise tag him, maybe even.
That's too late.
Oh wait, yeah, sorry, yeah, you can't. My bad, you're right. The date's over. But
yeah, we can move on.
Yeah. So going into the NBA, obviously right now, like we had with the topics, we were talking about LeBron going off for that 56-point game where Matt Stafford was there, but after that they've been getting their ass whooped because he had knee soreness. So I feel like he hurt himself going off for 66 points. You know, like was it worth it? You know, like I don't know.
Hey, Matthew Stafford's in the building.
Yeah, what do you think about that, Rodney? Do you think he had a dap? LeBron had to dap up fucking Matt Stafford because he's in the building. He said,
"Oh man, dude, the Lakers were done, but they're done, man. They're big."
Right.
I don't know what they're gonna do. Honestly, I think they're gonna just start all breaking ways.
Right. You got Russell Wilson bitching about his.
Westbrook.
Oh yeah, thank you. Sorry. God damn, I am fucking feeling dyslexic today. Yeah, Westbrook's. Man, he's not bitching. Let me take that back because, like, I get it. Like, he's not playing well, and you can talk shit to him, and he usually doesn't do well with it. But his family hasn't been coming to the games because they've literally been harassed, and I don't like that either. I think that goes a little too far. Like,
yeah,
no, attack him. Don't attack his family members out here to watch him. You know.
Yeah, that's. Well, that's the thing is like I think you got to remember that when you're fans. And I know everyone that would be listening to us as fans, we don't have anyone that's professional that listens to us, obviously. But as fans, you really need to respect like where you're, I guess, being fans at. Because if you're close, like on those like places where other people's families like are there or that are the away team, like you got to respect them. Like they're just there to watch their loved ones. They're not there to essentially diss on you. And not Patrick Mahomes' brother wise, like that little fucking asshole. Most of them are there to, like you got to watch what you say, I guess, in that situation, especially when you're like in a basketball because it's more intimate. Like you could be right next to Russell Brick's family, calling him a piece of shit. Like you don't.
It's all about the reaction. Like he gives them a reaction, so like people know that he's gonna chirp back, and he's gonna get pissed. So like people like to fuck with him.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Kind of like I like to fuck with you.
Yeah.
So that's why we call this the best of enemies, not the best of friends. We're the best friends that anyone could have. We're the best friends that anybody could have. You know what I'm saying?
And then we're gonna find a best friend, Rod. Where is Rodney? Is Rodney here today?
He's still in the closet. I'm gonna actually fire up the dab rig while we're sitting here for a second and prepare.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, we need a little stimulation for our NBA.
And a little juice.
Get it, Ben. Get it.
Yeah.
I'm done if I do that.
Right.
Maybe.
So, but definitely where you were going with that, like I agree with you, Rodney, and your sentiments. Lakers, like they may as well just give up. Like I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like fuck it. Like I don't know what I mean. I guess you're not, but like that's what I personally feel like they're at that point. Like it's just like you're fighting a battle you cannot win. Where on the other hand, and I was going to go into is you gotta love like I don't know what's going to exactly happen with sorry, not Boston, the Brooklyn Nets, but like Kyrie's balling, but it just shows you how much of a dickhead he is. He got booed at the Boston game on Monday. And they lost too because Tatum went for 52 points because Tatum's a freaking absolute beast. And fucking the fact that Boston stole him in the draft is one of the greatest crimes on earth. But
oh yeah, fell right into their laps, dude.
Well, he didn't fall into their laps. Engel traded with what's his face and took him.
I know, but they were at 3.
Yeah.
But
right?
Still, Philly had the number 1 pick, and they picked Markelle Fultz.
Yep. Oh, no doubt. No, I'm just saying, like they were at 3, but then, like I forgot exactly what happened with that. But there's a fleecing of sorts. But nonetheless, so like Kyrie's like been playing well while he's in, but again, he's like not been in enough. But I do think that they're gonna break up, not break up, like break out because Durant's balling, and like they're doing better. I think that they have the potential to still make it like. Between the two of them, between the Lakers and them, like I think they're gonna be able to get into the playoffs. But I mean, the East, dude, the East is neck to neck, like 2 through fucking. I mean, even the number 1 spot, technically, the teams under them from like 7 all the way to 2 are only 5 games or less behind the number 1 spot.
Yep. Even Cleveland. Cleveland's only 5.5 back.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like they're like everyone.
And how the hell? What are the Heat doing? Are they just winning? Like
the Heat have a good team, and let's be honest, dude. When you have Eric Spoelstra, who's a damn good coach, and has coached every level of position or player, top to bottom, great to not great, and you got Pat Riley running it in the fucking front office. Dude, Pat Riley is a fucking winner. Like he's got that like. Thing like where he's like my teams aren't gonna suck ever like they may not be like the best but they're not gonna be the worst but like but they just play well and I love Bam's probably by far their best player I think honestly. You any thoughts on the East at all, Rod?
Go Dallas.
Dallas is in the West.
I know.
Oh my God, he did that.
Rodney didn't do his homework again.
Yeah, Rodney,
you
ladies and
guys,
gentlemen.
I'm playing with my cats right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
My
ladies.
He's a little distracted.
Yeah, as always, Rodney's one of those kind of kids that doesn't do his homework.
I'm never locked in the fucking in the bedroom with the cats.
Yeah, that's kind of okay, people, ladies and gentlemen.
So now we know. Now we know not where to put you.
Well, no, the fact is that we thought we were coming here. A producer was going to have a mic, and instead he just made us all go in separate rooms.
I didn't think
fucking goddamn Rocket League. Yeah, Rodney.
Rocket. He doesn't even play
Rocket League.
He doesn't even play Rocket League anymore. I don't think.
He's playing it right now on your fucking damn game. You fucking
Oh,
unbelievable.
wow.
Yeah,
This is the whole reason Bink wanted to get together.
Yeah, this is why Bink wanted to get together. Hey, you guys want to watch? Yeah, he is. You guys want to watch me fucking play fucking car
I didn't even
game?
know he was out there living the dream.
Yeah, he's got Hot Wheels on right now.
Well, no, it's all like bots, and he's having the time of his life. Like,
oh yeah, he's in Bot Lobby Omega. He's like, I'm the greatest player ever. I'm getting 6 fucking shots in the goal. And new. Right. So, but yeah, like we were talking about the East being neck to neck, Rodney, and they're pretty much like they're obviously they're like, so like let me go with this then, Rodney. This is probably a better question. Which team do you like to win the East and go to the championship right now? Like or do you think period, like in general?
I would definitely say the Suns.
You're fucking with me, right?
Dude, so your basketball knowledge, we're gonna have to get with you again. Like the Suns are in the West.
Jesus Christ, man!
Old man,
you're fucking with me, Rod.
No. Let me give you the top 10 teams in the East, and then that will refresh your memory.
No, I'm not fucking with you, dude. I told you I'm tired.
Phoenix
I'm
is in Arizona.
My bad, man.
You're
on the West
right,
Coast.
Buttercups. That's why we're doing this. That's why you said we want to be professional, right? That's why we're making sure our facts and shit.
I told you
straight.
Today wasn't gonna go well, so I know
you're not doing bad. We need you on here. All right, so here are your top 18s, Rod. Heat, number 1, 76ers, Bucks, Bulls, Celtics, Cavaliers, Raptors, Nets. That's your top 8.
Right.
So, you don't have like a feel for which one you think the like what's going to win for go through there?
I would go back with the championship box, man.
Oh, see, dude, you're one of the only dude. This is why.
Me.
See, that's what I'm saying. We finally got to say something that's an actually good fucking take because he's the only one that fucking is saying that right now. Is he not, Vinny?
Because you don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's Philly, bro. Philly is winning the whole fucking thing. I'm convinced. Even after fucking 5-6 games, dude. Like from what I saw out of Embiid, holy fuck. Dude, they're killing it. They're killing it with fucking Harden.
The Bucks could beat them, Vinny or Rodney?
No.
Well, dude, we'll see how it goes. I said in our last segment, man, it just depends if it's the Harden effect.
And I mean, it's all about seeding too, like who gets home court. So yeah, I could see the Bucks getting them. You know, they get that home court.
They're literally neck to neck right now. They're
tied. So
they're both 3 games behind.
This regular season, you know, a lot of people say it doesn't mean nothing, but definitely in the East this year, I think it's going to mean a lot.
Yeah, I think home court advantage is going to be huge for anyone out there. Because I mean, the West is like it's not that it's weaker in sense, but it's just like it doesn't like that. So that was my next question: is like, does the West have a team that is going to win the championship? Like, do you feel like the West, like, you know, like, do you think they have someone that can really win it all?
I think it's Phoenix and Golden State. That's the only teams I'm seeing. I love John Morant and Memphis, but are they ready? They're the 2 seed right now, but are they ready? I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I don't know about that. Like, I think for where Rodney's going, because Rodney likes the Suns. Like, so you think the Suns can do it, Rodney, with when Chris Paul gets back? Or
yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love how, and he's like with that team. I love how Ayton plays for them. Their center, he's been playing fantastic while Chris Paul has been gone. I think you're gonna need a big man. I think it's funny how the NBA keeps reverting from like not needing big men to needing big men. It's like a give and take every year. It seems like I think that's the one thing with the Bucks, Rodney, that is the problem. Is like I like Brook Lopez, but he's old. You know, he's 33. Like I don't know if he's gonna be able to handle the interior for them. Like I don't know. Like, but I do like their outside shooting still with them. Like I think that Holiday and Middleton are still fucking on fire right now, and they've been on fire. And if he has that, I mean, what a division! Just like that's the thing with that whole division. Like the Bulls are on fire, and they're gonna get Lorenzo Ball back and fucking their other guy. Lonzo Ball and the other guy that they're missing right now at point guard, which will help them a ton. Caruso. So like, and then the Celtics, dude. Like the Celtics have been balling. It's just that division's so strong, but they're gonna have to kill each other. I wonder if that will help the West too. If like the East beating each other up, essentially, will make them like not as strong when they come out of that. Where the team from the West is not probably gonna have to duke it out as much until they get to the end, to a degree. Because like besides Memphis, I mean, who else do you see, Vinny, that's really gonna like give Golden State or the Suns any like worry? Like the Nuggets aren't a fucking 7-game team.
I mean, you look at Utah, Dallas, Denver. You know, they're all decent, but
I feel like
they're
Dallas
not better than the top three.
Right?
You know,
right? I feel like Dallas is just getting their nucleus together after the trade.
Right, and they just traded fucking Porzingis, so it's like what?
Right, and they got Spencer Dinwiddie, but I mean, it's like that. I feel like that hasn't like fully come to its like. I feel like next year Dallas is going to be really fucking good. I feel like next year Memphis is going to be really fucking good.
You know what they should have done? They should have traded for fucking Jeremy Grant.
Oh,
Dallas.
Yeah, I feel like the Jazz need Jeremy Grant.
That'd be nice too.
I feel like they're a scorer away from being just defiant, you know, and like the Timberwolves are looking good too. I think I don't know why, like they need to get there. Like they're not doing bad. Like I like the Timberwolves too. Same with the Nuggets. Like once Murray is healthy, maybe they're fine. Like that division could get better if they get healthier. I think that's their problem really right now at the West is that they're so unhealthy. Like the Clippers are unhealthy, the Lakers are unhealthy, the Pelicans are unhealthy, the Trailblazers are unhealthy. You know, the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on for them. Where the East is kind of not as dealing with such issues as they are.
Yeah, and Tim Hardaway's not playing for Dallas right now either.
No, he hasn't been playing for them. That's what I'm saying. It just you know. The injuries are there.
Dinwiddie he had 23 the other night.
Jesus. Good. All right. So our last topic of the day is going to be in March for the March Madness picture for our team. Our Michigan teams won this weekend. I don't know if everyone knew, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, woo. We're gonna go. Rodney, if you want, you can go in the room. Go do a dab. It's ready to go.
Oh, you're good, man.
Okay. All right. Well, then, yeah, we'll roll this up then. All right. So, the big day, was probably I'd have to say U of M's personally. Like, even though like, you know, things happened for Michigan State that were like record setting, yada yada yada. But like, I really think that their win. Obviously, everyone knows that I've been fucking loving to fucking hose Vinny about Martelli being better than fucking Howard, and it just proves again. With his more quad win ones than Howard, that he is possibly the better coach. I digress. I digress. But now Michigan sitting at 17-13, obviously got that big win against Ohio State, number 23, sitting at number 7 seed for the Big Ten tournament. How many wins do you think they need, or do they need any wins at all to get into March Madness? And what do you think they need out of their tournament? I'm going to let you take the floor here, Vinny.
I think Michigan needs one win. That's it. Just one. I think it's between them and Indiana, last 4 in. So they beat Indiana, they're in. I'd love for them to move on further than that, but they just need one.
No. Rodney, any similar?
I agree.
Yeah.
There's actually some basketball games on right now, and I think there's 3 games on today, but
yep.
Oh yeah, there is. I think it does start today.
There's 2 games on today. See, he does do his homework. That's my boy.
This is college basketball.
This
is Michigan.
Yeah, well, someone's been tired back here, falling asleep. It's just been a
He did an
long.
11-hour day.
I
All right, people. He
I
works
told
another
Kyle it's
job.
been a long week yesterday, and it's Tuesday.
Right.
I don't.
I've been up since 4 o'clock yesterday, Rodney. I don't want to hear it.
I never say it's been a long week on
Okay,
Tuesday.
we're not going to have a fucking whose life's worth petty party on
Anyway,
on our podcast here. Right?
My life's hard.
I'll take
the answer. The answer to your question, Rodney, the two teams are playing are Nebraska is first. No, two teams, two games.
Oh yeah.
Nebraska and Northwestern, my brother's alma mater.
Yeah.
And also you have Penn State versus Minnesota. Quick, just take your picks in that game. Just go for it.
Nebraska and Minnesota.
Agreed.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
I'm actually Nebraska, probably Penn State. I think Penn State's going to get Minnesota. Minnesota's just been tail diving their last few games, but we're all three on lockstep with fucking Nebraska, so they're probably going to lose for sure then.
Yeah.
What about Sparty? Who's Sparty playing?
So that's where I was going to go with this, but I was going to let Rodney kind of talk because he actually gave the good points that the tournament's already started with the Big Ten. But so you have Michigan is playing Indy, obviously, and Spartans are playing Maryland again after just playing them the last game.
Are you guys playing tomorrow?
We are playing tomorrow with you guys tomorrow. Yep. So we both play tomorrow. Izzo just got that times. I did not get the times.
You're good. I'll look it up.
Okay. Yeah, you want to hit that with the times? That'd be beautiful. I know the early games, but I mean, I think honestly, you guys are right. I don't think U of M needs much. I don't even think they really need to win, personally, unless they lost in some even if they lost in some horrible fashion. I think they're in with their last win over OSU. That's just me personally. I think though they could go on a decent run if they wanted to, though, because they have that side. But the problem is they're going to meet that buzzsaw that is Illinois. That's like your reward, that's just that sucks, but that's your reward is, hey, you get to go play Illinois. What a treat that is. Where State, if they can beat Maryland, they go play Wisconsin. Wisconsin's best player is still hurt. I don't even know if he's gonna play either because they don't have to do anything to get they're probably gonna be a 2 seed or 3 seed at worst. So I don't think it matters much for them, personally. That's why I think State could do a little run because in this tournament, because they have such a Maryland and Wisconsin who's not all up to snuff, and then they play the winner of Purdue or I believe it is the winner of Ohio State and somebody else Iowa or something like that, and probably I assume Purdue will win that. Purdue probably will beat us, no doubt, So I don't see them winning the tournament by any means either. I don't think either one of our teams are winning the tournament in that, the Big Ten tournament in that regard. I'm not going to throw that out there really.
Michigan's at 11:30 a.m.
Thank God.
a.m. Wow, that is good for them. They always do well in the before 12 a.m. slots for some reason, or 12 p.m. slots.
State's 6:30 p.m.
God damn it! See, they always try to fucking hose us.
I was just saying that so I could actually watch the game.
Oh, I was just saying that because I hate when we're late night. That fucking always goes bad.
So I didn't want to be that 9 o'clock tip.
Yeah, I'm happy we're not that. So that goes to this is the big question, that will probably end our topics and everything with, because it's going to be pretty good discussion. Which would you rather take? One of the teams from the Big Ten to win the tournament or the field for the actual March Madness?
As long as it's not you guys. Big Ten.
Field.
So why do you think the field? I mean, Rodney, what do you feel the field?
I just feel Gonzaga's playing good ball. Just look good.
Right.
Gonzaga hasn't played good since.
I thought this was a want to question, not who's gonna win.
No. Who would you rather have? Not who. So you're right. Sorry. Let me see that back. Who do you think's gonna do it? Not who would you want to? Who do you think's going to do it? And if I had a gun to your head, I'm you got to take a team from the Big Ten, or you get the field.
Somebody else.
Oh, I'm still I'm taking the Big Ten still.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
I know it's crazy. It's been fucking going on 22 years now, but still, I still think Illinois.
History isn't kind to you.
Illinois,
It's
for some
happening.
reason.
Illinois was the same thing last year.
This is the year.
Yeah, you're right about that.
You know he's making fun of you right now too. This is
the year.
This is the year.
23 years.
Leave me alone.
23 years though. That's a weird number to have, Rodney. That might
it is.
where it breaks.
I am salty because we've been to 2 and haven't done it. And State's obviously been to at least one that I can remember at Ford Field, and they didn't do it.
Yep, they lost to North Carolina.
Bullshit.
Got their asses handed to them by North Carolina. I guess to kind of offset the discussion,
Hansbrough, dude.
I think Rodney has a good point with like the field. It's hard to obviously the field has more teams, so that's a huge advantage. But also the field has always produced a championship. Like that's the big problem with the Big Ten is the Big Ten always looks so scary to March Madness, and then they're a bunch of fucking powder cuck little girls wearing skirts. You know,
I wouldn't say that about everybody, but.
Oh yeah,
I'd
I wouldn't say that. That
say Michigan. Michigan's.
I'd say Michigan.
They've gone on their fair runs.
Maybe Michigan when they don't give a damn because your school doesn't care about freaking basketball.
Right? We care. Yeah, we care as long as we win.
That's why you let your best coach go in Beeline. Yeah, really cared. Really
I don't
cared.
think we let him go.
That's why your
think
football
he
coach
left.
makes more than your basketball coach, right? Because you care.
Deserved.
He deserves it. 7 years, one fucking playoff appearance, which was very cute, by the way.
Juwan Howard hit another coach. You want him to get paid more than Harbaugh?
Yeah, he has attitude. He has spunk. Something fucking Jim lost fucking 5 years ago.
Well, Jim, I mean, you could say this about Jim. You know, I know it was his first year winning the Big Ten. All right, Juwan won the Big Ten last year, right? Okay, good. Jim won the Big Ten this year. So it's like, you know,
Juwan
and he went to the playoff.
Ten, his second year of coaching.
I know this.
Why didn't you just say that then? I think you kind of forgot the fact.
At that time, bro, I don't know. You really can't have an argument about it, honestly.
How many years did it take Harbaugh to win his?
Fucking 25.
7. How many did it take Howard? 2.
The cupboards weren't bare.
Oh my God, Rodney, can you help me here?
Fucking Juwan came into a machine. I don't care what you say. You got to admit that.
The Chrysler Center is the big house's shit house. That's where they send the shit from the funerals and the trash.
I don't know if you haven't been in there in a while. It's pretty nice in there.
It runs down there and into that Chrysler Center. That's what the Chrysler
You're nuts,
Center.
dude. I love my basketball team. I've always supported Michigan basketball, even when we were shit. So
this guy and his cats. We're gonna call this segment "Fucking Rod and His Cats."
Right? Is that you yawning or the cats?
Yes,
that's
him
me.
going.
That was they're saying Willis is going to the Falcons.
Whoa.
Matt Ryan's getting pushed out of a chair next year.
Well, that's when his cap.
That's not a bad idea on their part.
That's when his cap comes down.
Right.
So
that's actually smart.
That's funny that you say that, though, Rodney. That could lead for a bidding war for number 2, dude.
And you know what? You give him number 7. You give Malik number 7 and see what he does with it.
Mm-hmm.
I actually love that. I love Malik at the fucking Falcons. I love that. And re-sign Cordero.
Well, they're right. Wow, Rodney's fucking fantasy fucking slut from hell. Dude, fuck Cordell Patterson. Love you, but fuck you.
Buddy.
You. Yeah, shut the fuck up, bro. Oh, yeah. I'll talk about
okay.
that.
No help this year, Rod. We ain't helping.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Wait, what?
You guys didn't give me Patterson. I got him out the way.
I know. Dude, I'm talking about everything else that went with it.
I love how you want to blame me for the entire fantasy.
I do. I blame you for every year I play fantasy with you. Your fault.
Literally, your ass didn't make it because you talk so much shit. Ladies and gentlemen, This is Rodney. Can you break
I think
down
I
what
got.
Vinny
I
does
think.
every
I
year?
think I dropped all 3 of fucking Corey's players, by the way, that he gave me. So I don't.
Besides Harris.
Yeah, except Harris. That was. Oh yeah,
That's
except
the one
Harris.
that counted.
Oh, we had to find one, didn't we?
So, Rodney, what does Vinny always do every year for fantasy, and why he loses?
He nags at Rodney and picks on me and Corey, and he's mean to us.
All the
ladies
smoke.
and gentlemen, there it is. There it is. We need to get that on a T-shirt for Vinny. All the smoke.
All the smoke.
Because that's what Vinny asks every year. He goes 3-0, and he goes, "I want all the smoke." And then guess what he does, ladies and gentlemen? 3-4. The guy goes on legendary losing streaks.
I'm gonna get a shirt that says that could be some shirts that we make too. We can do what did I do shirts?
What did I do?
And then all the smoke.
All the smoke.
That's my contribution to the clothing
Rodney
line.
would be Muffin Time and Spankins.
Yeah.
Kitty?
Tell Kyle to get off the PS5 and get the controllers charged.
Yeah, I know. Kyle, he says get the controllers charging, quit playing. By the way. Yeah, so as it is for, the show, that was pretty good. Boys, I think we capped everything. We got through the NBA, NCAA. Pretty much next show we'll be definitely talking more about the NFL because a lot more cuts will be going down. Please like and subscribe us. It doesn't take long. Just a couple clicks. Please. Love you guys. And see you next time. This has been the best of enemies.
Fuck you, Vinny. Bye, America.
Yeah, fuck you, Vinny.